on this lovely Thursday. Lord have mercy, this day has went phew. It's good to see everybody. I just wanted to play the old intro and the new intro and the old intro to give a little bit more music. Everybody's like, what? Just kind of mix it up a little bit. Rebel sometimes plays a couple. So I was like, I haven't got a chance to type in my stuff yet. So that other song was getting ready to end. So I was like, well, I'll just play another one. Why not? Let me go through and say my hellos to everybody. Hello, Steffi. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well, darling. I know you put that at 4:30 p.m., so I don't know if you're here or not, but it's good to see you, love. Hello, sassy ladies. Good to see you, darling. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Tashi. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing good, sweetheart. Hello, hippie grandma. Good to see you. Still praying for you, darling. Hope everything's going good. Hello, Pac-Man. Good to see you. Hope everything is going good your way, brother. Hello, Truth Seeker. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing good. Hello, Miss Sharon. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, honey. Hello, Miss Pat. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Deanna in Ohio. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well, darling. Hello, Kristen. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. Hope your little babies are doing good. Hello, Juju. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Robert's girl. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing good. Hello, Huntress. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, honey. And by the way, I love the dark hair. You are so, like, you're pretty with the blonde hair, but I really like the dark hair. It's very pretty. Very pretty. I love the dark hair, honey. Yes, it's so good to see you, Deanna. I understand that. I truly understand. When you got to work, you got to work. I completely understand, guys. A lot of people said, sorry, I missed your live because I've been working. Hey, I understand. When you got to work, you got to work. I know you can come in when you're able to. I completely understand that. It's all right. It's all right. But tonight we are talking about, hello, Erica. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well, darling. I think these kids have messed with my camera. It's supposed to give me just a minute, guys. It's supposed to be more centered. There we go. I don't know what in the world. Oh, Lord, what did you do to your hair, Tashi? You'll have to send me a picture, honey. What in the world? Sorry about that. It's like too high or something. Okay, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, yes, definitely. Send me a picture, Tashi. I'm curious to see what your hair looks like. But tonight it says faith in humanity. It says humanity, positivity, well-being, and kindness. And I talked a little bit about this last night and the later part of my live when I was getting ready to go off live. So if y'all haven't seen it, it talks a little bit about how my stream is important to me. So this is kind of a little bit, where I talk about being the good in the world. This is kind of a little bit what it means to me. And yes, please send me a picture. I haven't seen Tashi in forever, so please send me a picture. I feel like I haven't talked to you in 50 years, or we'll say, as Beachy says, which she's not in here yet, but she'll come. It feels like I haven't talked to you in 100 years, Tashi. Seems like I haven't talked to y'all in 100 years. A lot of you guys. Well, I love you, Juju. Good to see you, honey. Let's see. Oh my gosh, girl, beautiful. Love it. Love, Tashi. Love it. Yes, I love it. So pretty. Now you're a little firecracker, girl. You a little firecracker. You've always been a firecracker. You most definitely a firecracker now, girl. Love it. So pretty. So pretty. All right. It says, tonight we're going to talk about faith in humanity. How does this pertain to well-being and mental health? How does it affect you? Positivity, faith in humanity, well-being, kindness, mental health, be the good, encouragement, motivation, be the change good in the world. You're welcome, Tashi. But you and Becca look totally different. Or you and Huntress, I'm sorry. You and Huntress look completely different. Like, I didn't even recognize her up on Dumplings. I was like, I don't even know who that is. And then she put it up on Facebook, and I was like, holy crap, that's Huntress. Wow. And I wouldn't even known that was you, Tashi, until you sent me the picture. Love both of y'all. Love the hair. So pretty. So pretty. All right, guys. Let me pull up my information. Hopefully Mel comes in here a little bit later because today's Mel's birthday. So I'm hoping that she comes in here so we can play her birthday song. If she doesn't, that's okay too. Because I know that she's on Stones and they're doing a little birthday thing for her. But if she does come in here, I would like to at least play her the birthday song if I can. Hello, Miss PJ. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well, darling. Let me see if I can get... Okay, guys. I got something... okay. There's 3 websites to go over, and then I have one page that kind of lifts y'all spirits and just kind of make you smile and warm your heart. Hello, Ghost Devil. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope Mama Digger Duck is doing good. All right, so let me share this. And like I said, what our topic is tonight is faith in humanity. All right. Okay, are you losing faith in humanity? Here's how to restore it. Make sure you guys hit that like if y'all are coming in here. Appreciate it so much. If y'all haven't subbed up, please sub up and hit the share button. Let people know. Thank you so much. Okay, it says, are you losing faith in humanity? Here's how to restore it. Says if you come across this article, chances are that your current levels of faith in humanity are at a record low. Well, tell her that I said hey and give her a hug for me, Ghost Devil, and then I love her. Says your beliefs in our species is waning. You haven't given up hope. If you're looking for an explanation as to why you might be feeling this way and for ways to change your outlook and regain a bit of faith you once had, you've come to the right place. This article starts by discussing a few of the reasons that people might legitimately start feeling down about the state of humanity. Then it looks at what this loss of faith might be leading you to feel. If any of this rings true for you, you'll want to keep reading for some advice on how to alter your outlook, rebuild your faith in humanity, and start feeling generally more positive about the state of the world. That's why I always say you be the good in the world. This is kind of what it means or what it pertains to. Hello, Shani B. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well. Hope your daddy's doing good and recovering real well. You'll have to send me a message and let me know exactly how he's doing and everything, honey. All right. 6 reasons why you might be losing faith in humanity. Some people start feeling this way because of things happening in the world at large. It's all right, Huntress. I understand. Sometimes you just got to get your coffee, honey. For others, it's their personal interactions and experiences that bring about these feelings, or it might be big, complex, mixed of all kinds of things. Let's have a look at some of the most common reasons why people lose faith in humanity. You've watched the news. I think that's a big kind of downfall, especially when you hear all this bad, evil stuff happening all the time. That's just my opinion. Okay, so this one might seem a bit pessimistic, but the majority of news is, as we all know, bad. Bad news gets people watching and listening and clicking. Good news isn't as likely to make headlines. And that's sad to say. It truly is. It truly is sad to say. And I don't know why it keeps on glitching on me. Hold on. I'll bring it over here. If you follow the news closely, you might have Okay, guys, I'm back. Can y'all see me? Everything good? I swear, the stinking computer, I'm telling you. I love it so much if I can get me a stinking new one. I swear. Lord. Y'all could see me? Sorry about that, this stinking computer. Okay. Lord, have mercy. I apologize. All right, let's try this again. Jeez. It's been pretty good to me. Now it wants to be a pain in the butt. Lord. All right. Okay. Says good news isn't as likely to make headlines, which like I was saying before, I was really interrupted by my stinking computer. I think that is sad. I think good news also needs to make headlines as well. I mean, if you're going to show the news, you need to do all the news. That's just my personal opinion, though. Just saying. Take the good with the bad. You know. That's just me, though. If you follow the news closely, you might have started to feel a bit overwhelmed by all the negativity, struggling to understand how human beings can be capable of such awful things. I know that's easier said than done, Miss Sharon. Whew. Number 2, you witness violence or cruelty firsthand. If you've been unlucky enough to witness an act of violence or cruelty against humans or animals or even the planet, then your brain might decide that means all humans are evil. And I know that is hard to think that way. I love you guys too. I know that is hard to think that way, especially if you've been through some kind of something, or another. And I'm not trying to trigger nobody, but if you've been through something bad or traumatic in your life, it's hard not to think that way. But you have to think positive thinking that not everybody is out to do some harm to you or something to that effect. You know. Number 3, you've been let down by someone you trust, a friend or you trusted. A friend, family member, or romantic partner failing you can really rock your foundations and your beliefs in the goodness of people. Being abused, controlled, manipulated, or lied to by someone close to you can be hard to handle. It's sometimes difficult to maintain your faith in humans as species when one of your favorite humans has treated you badly. Number 4, you've been let down by the powers that be. I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm just reading what it says. It's not just people we're closest to you that can let us down. We can also be disappointed by the behavior of governments or organizations that are meant to protect or advocate for us. Number 5, you've been conned. I guess that's shunned. I guess that's what that means. I'm not really for sure. Sadly, there are plenty of conned. Sadly, there are plenty of con artists out there. If you've fallen victim to one, it can be hard to trust again. Number 6, you've experienced discrimination. If you've been a victim of disrespect or discrimination due to your beliefs or views, where you're from, your physical appearance, you may well be feeling pessimistic about the human race. Hello, Miss Penny Riddles. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well, darling. I apologize I didn't get to say hi to you when you came in because my computer was going crazy. It says 4 things you might feel if you're losing faith in human beings. This outlook on state of humanity can stir up all kinds of negative feelings. You might just experience one of these, or you might feel a whole cocktail of them all at once. Number 1 is hopelessness. If your faith in humanity is shaky, you probably haven't got much hope for the future. You struggle to see the light at the end of humanity's tunnel, let alone your own. This can lead to apathy or despair. Number 2 is anger. This is a pretty common reaction to the loss of faith in humanity. You're frustrated about the way that things are going, and it manifests itself in directionless anger. Number 3, and I kind of feel this way. I mean, this is my personal beliefs, but I kind of, in a way, feel this way. I've kind of always felt this way my whole life. If you have no faith in humanity as a whole, chances are that you don't feel particularly connected with our species. You might feel like an outsider or like you're on the outside looking in at all the madness. Number 4, a yearning for change. It might be that this loss of faith is manifesting itself in the desire to see a change in the world, or maybe even a drive to make that change happen yourself. Like I'm kind of trying to be the good in the world. It says 7 ways to restore your faith in humanity. Now it's time for the more optimistic section of this article. After all, although these feelings can be somewhat justified and unavoidable, they aren't helpful or constructive, and we shouldn't hold on to them. They won't solve your problems or humanity's problems as a whole. All they're going to do is get you down and prevent you from building healthy relationships and having a positive impact in the world. You're all right, Miss Penny. You're good, darling. So if and when you experience these emotions, it's important to know how to process them and how to restore your faith in humanity for everyone's sake. Number 1, treat other people as you like to be treated. Like when I went over about a month ago or a couple weeks ago, the golden rule. You can't always control what happens in the world and to you, but you can control how you respond to things and how you treat those around you. You're bound to slip up and make mistakes with this because no one is perfect. Everybody's human, like I always say, guys. But the main thing is to try. If you treat other people with respect, compassion, and dignity, chances are you'll get it back many times over. Number 2, actively seeking out good news. We tend to just sit back and let news come to us rather than going out and seeking it ourselves. And the biggest stories are always going to be the bad ones. Make an active point of ensuring the news you consumed is more balanced, seeking out good news stories. Simply Googling that very phrase, good news stories, can unlock a whole world of wonderful news that you never even realized is there. Don't share negativity on social media, which is number 3. Moaning about the state of the world on social media or arguing with people that disagree with you isn't going to achieve anything or change anyone's mind. Instead, share positive stories about things that humans are doing and achieving. Good news doesn't normally reach anywhere near as far as bad news, so do what you can to magnify it. So I always tell everybody, be the good in the world and let people know about our channel. Word of mouth goes a long way, guys. Number 4, spend time with children. Children can be a breath of fresh air, seeing things for what they truly are with no bitterness or cynicism. Don't know that word, but I tried. It can be extremely refreshing to see things through their eyes, noticing the beauty and joy rather than viewing everything through a jaded haze. Kind of like I was talking about last night, like you have to kind of weed through all the bad and all the evil just to find the good. That's what kind of like the haze. You kind of have to weed through all of it just to find the good. Volunteer. Something that can really put your life into perspective is actually helping those who have it far worse than you do. Spending time around people who have had a tough life but are still passionate and optimistic is the perfect way to start seeing your own situation and the world as a whole through different eyes. You might be helping others, but you're probably the one that will benefit the most. You realize that underneath it all, human beings are incredible and resistant, and that no one is all good or bad. Make gratitude a focus. You might find it extremely beneficial to write a gratitude journal. Many people do. But even if you don't want to write it down what you're grateful for, consciously making the effort to acknowledge all things that other humans do for you every single day can really shift your focus. From a stranger helping you carry a heavy suitcase up a flight of stairs to your mother ringing you to tell you how proud she is of you, be grateful. Suddenly you start to appreciate all the things, big and small, that your fellow humans do for you. And when you're focusing on that every day, it's tough to be too negative about humanity. Number 7, this is kind of hard, but it says to be this way. And I know it's easier said than done, but I guess we can at least try, guys. Number 7, be more trusting. Trust that your friend will return a book you lent them. The more faith you put in people, the more likely they are to live up to it. Being grateful for your trust and returning it. Make trust your default without losing your common sense. The alarm bell goes off, listen to them, but try not to let negative stories convince you that your charity donation won't be used for good, or that the money you give to a homeless person will be spent on drugs, not a bed for the night. Be generous with your time, money, and material possessions. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty." Hello, Demetrius. It's good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well, brother. As bad things as things might sometimes seem, there is so much good in the world. It's just a matter of choosing to make that goodness your focus, celebrating all the wonderful things that human beings do every single day, and above all, being kind to others and to yourself. Do these things, and your faith in humanity will be restored. I'm doing pretty good, Demetrius. And that's the first page, guys. It's not mostly long. It's just a little bit of tips to, kind of boost you up. Because, I personally, and I try to find good topics to talk about, especially stuff, that kind of hits home per se. But a lot of people, what people are feeling, in this, every day that we deal with. Oh, Lord, my mouth's so dry, guys. All right, let me go to my next one, guys. Give me just a minute. It says, have you lost your faith in humanity? Learn how to restore it. See what I mean? My throat's scratchy. Learn how to restore it. There's no short. This was dated April the 11th, 2023. So it's just not even 2 months old. There's no shortage of bad news in the world that could drive anyone crazy, and sometimes it's hard to keep your faith in humanity. What can you do to change your perspective and restore your faith? All humans are born with the ability to love, empathize, and be kind, but sometimes you have to shift through the less than perfect circumstances around us to remember that. In this article, we will walk you through the best ways to restore your optimism and faith in humanity, as well as highlight common causes of pessimism and how to start addressing them. If you're ready to give humanity another shot, read on. It says things you should know. Remind yourself of good in the world. Do things like spend time with children, look for positive news stories, or start volunteering, kind of like what we went over a few minutes ago. Shape the world to reflect your values by performing random acts of kindness, being compassionate, and sharing stories of bravery or altruism. Identify and work through the root cause of your loss of faith. Reasons could include consuming too much bad news or being let down by people you trust. Ways to restore your faith. Method number 1. Seek out good news and virtuous stories on purpose. Take control of where you focus your attention and energy, and look for reports about people leaving lucrative careers to support a good cause, or passerby jumping into rivers to help people or animals who are in danger. Focus on the warm feeling called moral evaluation you get when you witness morally courageous acts. Check out the sites like Good News Network, Happy News, The Huffing Post, Good News, or Daily Good. They focus on positive news stories about good things humans do. For a quick mood boost, try searching random acts of kindness on YouTube and watch short video compilation of heartwarming stories. Hello, Gone Girl. How are you feeling, sweetheart? Been praying for you, worry about you all night. I hope you are feeling better, and I hope your fever has broke or at least went down some. I love you, honey. I'm so worried about you, sweetheart. Number 2, spend more time with children. If you don't regularly see children in your everyday life, make time to see your nieces and nephews, grandchildren, or visit friends with kids. Notice how children are born naturally receptive and trusting. It'll help you shake cynicism, defensiveness, and mistrust. Really listen to what kids say and watch what they do. Being more childlike and acting playful like them can help you enjoy the world more. Watch how kids get creative when they solve problems and are always in awe when they learn new things. There's always something new to see in the world. Number 3, spread kindness and positivity on social media and online. Share kind or silly anecdotes from your everyday life. Repost uplifting messages and advocate for the positive change you want to see in the world. Throw some compliments to your friends and followers to make their day too. Follow accounts that make you happy, like a page devoted to cute animals or cool art, to make your social media sphere a positive, rewarding place. Balance your feed with news and happy content. It's good to know what's going on in the world, but doom scrolling won't help your mood. Sharing good news will make you feel better and spread positivity to other people too. Well, that's good, Gone Girl. Hopefully you get to feeling better, sweetheart. We love you too, honey. We're praying for you. Number 4, start volunteering and help people less fortunate than you. Sorry about that. My phone's going crazy. Check out local community centers, animal shelters, and charities in your area and ask how you can get involved. Help run fundraising events, organize donations, and make food deliveries to people in need. You'll feel healthier, happier, and more optimistic about the world. Explore your passions and interests with volunteer work. You'll have more fun and your work will feel more important and fulfilling. Volunteer work will make you feel less stressed, anxious, and or angry and gives you a new sense of purpose. Volunteering helps you make new friends and improve your social and relationship skills so you feel more connected to your community. Number 5, practice gratitude for people and things you value most. Look for things you appreciate in life, even on your most pessimistic days. Maybe you love the way your bed feels at the end of the day, or you're thankful you got to visit a sibling. Focus on the things you value and that bring meaning to your life to drown out the bad news. Write in a gratitude journal each night before bed. Turn off all distractions and write down at least 3 things you're grateful for from your day. Look for public gratitude journals online to get inspired by what diverse groups of people are thankful for. Number 6, be a role model. Be a role model to inspire faith in humanity and others. Think of the Gandhi quote, be the change you wish to see in the world. Pursue your work and projects with passion to show others meaningful dictation. And act accordingly to your beliefs and values. Be other focused and improve your community through donations, volunteer work, or community organizing. Lord, I can't even talk. Organizing. Act selflessly when it comes to helping others. Selfishness and isolation are big contributors to the negative aspects we see in the world today. When you personify the world you want to live in, it shows other people that a kind society is attainable and encourages them to spread positivity too. Number 7, practice random acts of kindness to inspire others. Do nice things for people. They can be something big or small. Whether the recipient notices you do them or not, reflect on how you feel. Chances are you'll feel better about yourself and the kindness in the world, and the recipient is likely to pay it forward. Look for instances of other people helping each other too. It's a reminder that there are good people out there you can be grateful for. Do a variety of nice things so your kindness doesn't start to feel routine or compulsory. Write down a sentence or two about what you did and how it made you feel to cultivate feelings of happiness and optimism. Examples of things to do are paying someone's parking meter when it's empty, letting someone cut you in line, or helping a stranger carry a heavy box or bag. Number 8, do your best to be compassionate towards others. Broaden your perspective beyond yourself and get energized by helping and collaborating with people. Let an elderly person have a seat on the bus or make an effort to work with your entire team on important projects. Seeing the humanity in others will make you feel better, and your positivity will inspire others too. Try the loving kindness meditation. Take a few minutes each day to meditate and silently repeat mantras to send warmth, kindness, and goodwill to others. Seeing someone help or elevate another human being is incredibly inspiring and often creates a ripple effect of compassion from others. Number 9, tell stories about goodness to help people see humanity better. Share your personal experiences or rely on other stories to inspire people to look inward and become better. Tell your stories in person or use a blog or social media to reach hundreds or thousands of people. Emotionally engaging stories are good for connection, brain health, and altruism. Share articles or videos you find that highlight heroic or kind acts. This counts as spreading stories too. Celebrate all inspiring things. People like throwing a race to help an injured athlete or rescuing a pet caught in a burning home. Storytelling stimulates the neurochemicals associated with empathy and literally brings people's brains together. Number 10, restore faith in yourself. Remember that you are a part of humanity. Believe in yourself to believe in others again too. Give yourself for past wrongs and learn to trust yourself by following through on commitments and doing what you believe is right. When you see the goodness in yourself, it's easier to see it in others and affirm the kind world you want to live in. Remember that faith in humanity isn't something you lose or find. You can empower yourself to be optimistic and make positive change in the world. Number 11, ask people to tell you about the happiest moments of their life. Provide the space for people to open up about their happy moments. It helps them articulate what matters most to them, which inspires them even further and helps you to see lighter, brighter, and happier side of people in your life. People love talking about what they care about, what motivates them, and what makes them happy, but it doesn't come up in conversation very often. Method 2, targeting the cause of your loss of faith. Just a second, let me get a sip of drink, guys. It says, you've been consuming lots of bad news. Watching too many negative news stories can make you feel more concerned about your own personal issues as well as the state of the world. Studies show the more news you consume during and after traumatic events like terrorist attacks or natural disasters, the more likely you are to feel stress, anxiety, depression, and pessimism. Limit your social media use to stop doom scrolling. Only check the news once a day and stay informed without taking a toll on your mental health. Look for uplifting stories to balance the coverage about pandemic updates, climate change, war, and more. Number 2, you've been betrayed by a person or system you trusted. Maybe you were let down by a parent as a child or feel neglected by social and political systems in your community. These experiences can put a wedge between you and the rest of the world, making you feel isolated and unable to trust others. It's difficult, but remember that there are trustworthy people out there and that you deserve to have trustworthy people in your life. Invest in your relationships with others and gradually open yourself up to them to work on building trust with new people. Number 3, you were conned or scammed out of money or belongings. Being a victim of scam leaves you feeling helpless, anxious, embarrassed, angry, and unable to trust. It's easy to feel constantly skeptical and on your guard since scammers, especially online, take advantage of vulnerable people or tragic events. Remember that falling for a scam does not make you stupid or gullible. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes, and scammers are good at what they do. Accept your emotions to move past them. Let yourself feel angry or sad. Those feelings will fade away faster if you don't resist them. Lean on your friends and family while you recover. There might be scammers out there, but you have many times more good people in your corner. Number 4, you've been discriminated against. When you're constantly treated differently, unfairly, or badly, you're more likely to develop low self-esteem, stress, anxiety, and a pessimistic view of society. Hate crimes or discrimination against someone in your community, even if it didn't happen to you, can have a ripple effect that reduces your faith in humanity. Focus on the strengths, core values, and beliefs. This will help you succeed despite other people's biases and make you resistant to future challenges. Open up your support system about your experiences and to prevent internalizing other people's beliefs about you. Try not to dwell on episodes of discrimination. Instead, create a plan for how to cope with future incidents and go on with the rest of your day. Number 5, you've witnessed or experienced past cruelty, abuse, or violence. Seeing or being the victim of cruelty, especially as a child, can make you feel unsafe, anxious around strangers, or depressed. Naturally, it becomes hard to see the good in the world and in people when abuse has been a major part of their life. The abuse can be violence, domestic abuse, emotional abuse, or even animal abuse. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to feel. It's understandable that you be angry with humanity, so let yourself feel it in order to work through it. Try not to relieve the experience in your head or consume media about similar incidents. Take a break from news outlets that remind you of your trauma. Volunteer to connect with others and feel helpful and friendly. If volunteering feels overwhelming, simply head out a neighbor. Simply help out a neighbor or hold a door for a stranger. Be patient with yourself. Recovery from abuse or violence takes time. Give yourself time to heal and mourn any losses you experienced. That's some good info, guys. And then I have, let's see. This is 5 ways to restore your faith in humanity. Does the news make you feel like everything is hopeless? That's when you need to consciously seek out the good. Says, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty crushed by all the bad news these days. Frightened children separated from parents at the U.S. border, politicians involved in money laundering and sex scandals, gun violence in schools. Reading these stories make me feel hopeless and helpless, not to mention angry and disconnected from my fellow citizens. That's why I need some inspiration right now to motivate me to stay true to my values for caring others' welfare and fighting for what is right. One way to get there is through moral evaluation. What is moral evaluation? It's a warm feeling we get when we witness someone engage in morally courageous acts, like rescuing a stranger from a fire, giving a lucrative career for a greater cause. Moral evaluation not only boosts our positive emotions, but it also promotes our love for our fellow human and inspires us to be better people, says University of Portland researcher Serena Saturn. Indeed, making an effort to experience more moral evaluation will restore our faith in humanity and encourage us to help other people. Witnessing acts of goodness seems to drive us to take us better care of ourselves too. One study by Jason Siegel and colleagues found that experiencing Lord have mercy, motivated depressed people want to seek treatment. Why might that be? It's possible that evaluation stimulates oxytocin release and vagal nerve activation, which can help people feel more warm, expansive, and trusting of others. Or perhaps moral evaluation might help turn one attention towards others and away from oneself, which could decrease obsessive focus about all that's going wrong in one's life. Something associated with depression. Given the times we are in, it makes sense that some of us feel down and experience a sense of hopelessness or helplessness or dread. However, infusing inspiration in our lives could help us to protect our own mental health while we continue to fight for our moral values and adhere to doing what's right. How do we do that? Here is Signal and Saturn's recommend. Here's what Siegel, and Saturn's recommend. Be a proactive consumer of different types of media. News is going to focus on most sensational stories. If it bleeds, it leads. So you need to take a greater control of the media you are consuming and actively seek good news. There are incredible stories of people who overcome obstacles, of people who engage in active moral beauty on a daily basis, teachers, police officers, firefighters, you name it, says Siegel. Seek these stories out. If you don't know where to look, try Googling heartwarming stories of people giving to others or random acts of kindness, or read stories from the greater good. Here are a few links to videos and websites that Saturn recommends, which is Life Best Inside, Free Hugs Campaign, Newster's Random Acts of Kindness. Tapping into these inspired stories is likely to increase your feelings of connectedness and caring about others, especially when you see how many people have done the same. This is one of them. I'm not going to click on it, but this is a Life Vest Inside. Maybe watch later. Be careful about what you post on Facebook or other social medias. It may feel good in the moment to argue with people who disagree with you on social media in a tit-for-tat exchange, but you're probably not going to change anyone's mind. Instead, try posting positive stories about what's going on in the world, even if people support some policy that you find deplorable, like travel bans against Muslims. You can share stories of moral courage instead of getting into a battle of words. Through there will always be cynics who won't see the good in any moral act, says Siegel. Most people would be moved by stories like this and may even experience decreased bias. Plus, you will feel better for having shared something hopeful rather than spiteful, at least in the long term. Getting involved by volunteering to help those in need or joining a movement. Volunteering is good for your well-being. You might hear thank you from a fellow volunteers and the people you're helping and witnessing. Others pay it forward can be incredibly inspiring. This can lead to expansive feelings of being part of something greater than yourself. And though it may seem insignificant at times, attending rallies, signing petitions, putting up signs, and calling your government representatives can be alleviating too, says Saturn. It is morally alleviating to be surrounded by like-minded people coming together for a cause that they care about, she says. Volunteering and political participation may not always inspire you, of course. People might argue and snap at each other, and there can be moments when it feels pretty thankless. But the research suggests that you'll still experience a net gain in well-being, and sometimes the struggles you face will make your efforts even more meaningful over the long run. Hello, Wild Angels. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. Try a little mindfulness. Science shows that when we are too consumed by our own stress and negativity, it is very difficult to step outside of our own funk to care about others' plights, says Saturn. That means we need to take better care of our own mental health and to stay open to what's going on around us. One way to do that is to practice mindfulness meditation, which has been tied to stress reduction, increased attention, and the willingness to help others. Mindfulness practices allowed us to be fully present in the moment and open up our capacity to be open to moral evaluation stimuli, says Saturn. Number 5, make moral evaluation a part of your everyday emotional hygiene. Instead of checking your emails or news headlines first thing in the morning, take 20 minutes or so to seek experiences of moral uplift. Just like going to the gym or meditating, a habit of moral evaluation will have better results than an occasional evaluation experience. If you don't make it part of your schedule, if you don't say that this is an important part of your life, you're not going to get it, says Siegel. There will always be something else to do. Saturn recommends not only seeking daily moral evaluation ourselves, but spreading it around others too. Moral evaluation has been shown to promote altruism, and it is very contagious, she says. So make an effort to shine some light on some of the wonderful things the human condition is capable of doing. By adding more moral evaluations to our lives, we can all find hope in the midst of darkness and not give up on humanity. Who knows, if we take the research to heart and make moral evaluations a part of our daily routine, we may even be moved to become the next hero in the mortality tale yet to be written. Hello, Hindsight 2020. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well, darling. And then that's the last of the information. But I did come across this when I was doing some research. And Lord, I've had this for a while, but I was like, when am I going to attach this to one of my stories? Well, I thought this was a perfect time to attach it to the story. And it's adorable. And I just figured it would lift y'all's spirits. And it's also a part of humanity, you know. All right, guys. Okay, it says 24 photos that will simply restore your faith to humanity. And this was June the 3rd, and I've had it since June the 3rd. I found it on June the 3rd. 24 photos that will simply restore your faith in humanity. Okay. It says, this made me tear up. I saw this beautiful man. Okay. It says, I saw this beautiful man holding a phone with both hands looking at the screen, smiling. I was drawn by his joy and asked for a photo. He agreed, telling me he was talking to his wife back home. I asked if he was on a video call. He said no, but I see her name on the screen. Is that not so sweet? That is so sweet. He's smiling because he sees his wife's name on his phone on the screen. That is so sweet. All right, and here, that's the number one. There's 24 of them, but I thought it was just anything to lift it up. Now, this is a sweet, hold on, I'll have to pause it because this is so sweet. Hold on just a second. Okay, it says, people say love is dead or unalive and don't look for it. But when you see the people like him and all your faith is restored. Now, you have to look at this gentleman right here. He's sitting down. So y'all have to pay attention. Maybe I can open it up. Okay, pay attention to this gentleman right here, okay? Watch this. It's real quick, so you have to watch it. Watch him. See what he's doing to the picture? He's giving both of them something to drink. Is that not so precious? That is so sweet. And then he gets him something to drink. That is so sweet. This beautiful miracle. Woman finds out blood donor who saved her life 11 years ago turned out to be her husband. That is so sweet. Woman that finds out blood donor who saved her life 11 years ago turned out to be her husband. I guess this is when he saved her life, and then now they're married right there. This is adorable fun fact. Tom Kenny, the voice actor for SpongeBob, has been married to the voice actor for Plankton's computer wife Karen Jen Talley since 1995. I think that's sweet. All right. Then it says, these wonderful parents. I've always heard my parents talking shit about me after I went to bed. So now I always make sure that after bedtime, my daughter can hear us through the door talking about all the good things she did that day and how proud of her we are. It says, aren't Tucker and Mike the cutest? My wife convinced me to stop in the Humane Society. This reminds me of Dumpling, guys. She's not in here, but this reminds me of her. So if she rewatches it, she'll think this is cute. My wife convinced me to stop at the Humane Society just to see what the adoption process was like. Long story short, we ended up living with these two. Meet Tucker and Mike. Look how cute they are. They're so cute. Look at them. This is proof that children really care. This girl that I babysit had made me watch Wally at least 10 times, so I assumed it was her favorite movie. But today her mom told me that she watches it because she thinks it's my favorite movie. How sweet. This happy little man. I sold a rug to someone on Marketplace, and they just sent me this picture with the message. Little man is chuffed. Look, ain't it cute? It's a rabbit. This good boy deserves all the belly rubs. Got a dog to guard the house, but then he got all kinds of belly rubs. Look at him. Oh, Erica, how sweet. Says this lovely man must be protected at all costs. A ski man builds a mosque for his lifelong Muslim friend because he had nowhere to pray. See, that's just an act of kindness, guys. It says, and this treasure of a dad must also be protected at all costs. This dad purchased a truck and renovated it into an ice cream truck. Why? To hire his two kids, 18 and 21, with Down syndrome and give them inspiring purpose in their community. Look how sweet that is. That is so sweet. I think my tablet's going crazy. Turn it off. It's aggravating. Is that not so sweet? It says, additionally, we have to protect this amazing son no matter what. This mother lost her hair while battling a brain tumor, so her son grew his hair out to make her a wig. Look how sweet that is. Is that not sweet? That is so sweet. That's just acts of kindness, guys. It means a lot to people. Then that's so sweet. And he looks a lot like his mama, too. Says, I took my dog. It says, hi, Doug. I took my dog to the vet today and met this guy. The sign underneath is the best part. Okay, y'all see the dog, right? It says, I'm Doug. Or it says, I'm Doug. How may I help you? That's Doug. Is that not cute? It says, after 6 weeks of being missing, this cat was finally found by his human. Aw. Looks like he's gotten a little bit of treatment or a little care. How sweet. It says, the picture turned out so much better when your dog photobombs a great waterfall pic, but it turns out okay. It costs nothing to be nice, guys. I say that all the time. Always be kind. It doesn't cost a thing. Says, we're really sorry if we woke you. We didn't mean to be loud. Hopefully we didn't disturb you too much. Have a good day at work or whatever you're doing in the wee hours. We're really sorry. We didn't realize how loud we were being. Number 17, my oldest son is 13. While he is really social and friendly, he struggled making friends. So my wife, with our son's permission, reached out to the moms of several boys his age to organize a board game get together every week this summer. This first one starts in 10 minutes. That's great. This incredibly clever baby. Clever kid. I might have to play it. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me open it up. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. That's crazy. Oh, yeah, she is. She is definitely. This one says, dreams really come true, don't they? When she was a little girl, she was in the police outfit, and then she had the little dog, and then there she is grown up with the police dog. Says, this has to be the cutest mom ever. The best thing about my mom finally getting a decent phone is her fangirling over my dad on Snapchat like a teenager. Isn't that cute? Says, also the sweet mom visiting her son at work. She says, I'm his mom. I guess he's works at the palace or whatever it is. And then she says, I'm his mom. This grandma must have her food now. I ordered Uber Eats for my grandma to try, and not even a day later, she's taking control. It says, red car outside my house. That's the Uber Eats guy. He'll bring you the food. Well, he brought me Wendy's. Wendy's, you want another Uber? She said, now. She want. That's cute. Says, you've got a friend in me. When you're over 40 and the movie starts. Also, good looking out, kid. Very sweet. All right, let me play this for you. This is really sweet. Look at this one right here, and then watch this one right here. Is that not precious? That is so sweet. That is so sweet. A little support system. And this is a 24. This is the last one. And finally, look at this 8-month-old baby who woke up smiling after brain surgery. Look how beautiful she is. Look how beautiful she is after brain surgery, guys. Beautiful. See, that just goes to show, just have a little bit of kindness can go a long way, and humanity. That's what it, and that was the last one. But it's, that was just a little tip. I just thought it would kind of lift everybody's spirits, guys. And that baby. But it says 24 photos that will simply restore your faith in humanity. All right, guys. hopefully that helped a little bit, shed a little bit of light, and restored hopefully, like I said, shed a little bit of light to restoring our helped. I know, isn't it not sweet? That little baby, she had brain surgery. She was precious, beautiful, beautiful baby. But like I said, hopefully, hold on just a second. But like I said, hopefully that information that I covered will shed a little bit of light. I know they were so precious, weren't they? I'd like to find little stuff like that and just kind of lift everybody's spirits. But hopefully the information that I found was able to lift y'all's spirits a little bit up, kind of help you guys with, trying to be the good in the world, help you guys a little bit with that. I don't know if there's anybody in here that would like to come up on panel and just tell me that their thoughts on this, on kind of like what they feel about it. But I will share the panel and see if anybody will want to come up. They're more than welcome to, just kind of if they want to tell me what they're thinking, about what they feel about the humanity or what I went over, or just, I know some people came in here later, so they might not have been able to hear everything. But whatever they feel about faith in humanity. And there's the StreamYard link. It's pinned to the top, guys, if anybody wants to come up. Thank you guys so much for coming in here. Now, remember, guys, tomorrow night is the bonfire on White Trash Family. If y'all haven't subbed up, make sure y'all sub up. And I can't remember what time it starts. I could not tell you because I think Rebel is in there with James. And I don't know if he's laying down or not. I have no idea. So I think it starts at 7 or 7:30. It might be 8. I'm not 100% sure. But I will try to see if Rebel will do a short video or something like that to let you guys know, or I will try to do a short video to let you guys know. Now, remember, get y'all's, get y'all's requests in tonight before midnight Eastern time. And he said it's ladies' night, so pick any kind of song that y'all want, as long as it's a lady singing it. That's fine. Or he's basically saying y'all can pick whatever you want to, but the songs that he's going to pick is going to be ladies. But here recently, there's been so much request that he hasn't been able to pick a lot of songs. So he's just saying it's ladies' night. So if you prefer, to pick a song that has a woman singer, or you, like he said, you can have a duet as long as it has a woman singer in it. If that makes sense. And then tomorrow night is our open panel. I call it kind of like a talent bright shine night. I guess that's what we call it. We'll have to figure out a name for it. But anyway, with my co-host Beachy, and she sorry about that, guys. When we come in, I say a few inspiring quotes for everybody to get their spirits lifted. And okay, Tashi, get their spirits lifted, and then Beachy comes in and plays us a couple tunes, and then you're fine, sweetheart, and then you're fine, Kristen, honey. I understand. You're good, darling. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. I didn't mean to cough right in y'all's ear. But then after I go over some inspiring quotes or a little bit of quotes to lift everybody's spirits up, then Beachy comes in, plays us some tunes, and then we have some karaoke, and then we have an open panel where we come in and laugh and just have a good old time, and just kind of, I guess you could say, let loose a little bit. Not really let loose like crazy, but let's just enjoy ourselves because it's Friday night and it's been a crazy week and it's been a long week. So just come in and enjoy ourselves. We enjoy ourselves at the bonfire. So we just come on in over here and just enjoy ourselves some more with some music and karaoke and just laughs and all that good stuff. Okay, Tashi, honey. You're fine, Kristen. Don't be sorry, darling. I know you can come up when you can. I wouldn't do anything to, um, you know, start anything or anything for that matter. You don't want to wake him up. Let him rest. Well, I didn't get a chance to sell. Well, if Mel rewatches this, Mel, happy birthday, honey. I love you. I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I didn't really get to play you the happy birthday song because I wanted to play it for you while you was in here, love. So maybe you'll come in before I get off here. So I don't know. I don't know. So, but anyway, my thoughts, like I was saying last night, I just want my channel, like, because nobody's coming up here. So it is what it is. It'll be all right. Just try to stay positive. But I want my channel to be, be the good in the world, and shed positivity out there and let people know that it's okay, you know, to need support. It's okay to need motivation, encouragement. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay for all that. We want positivity. We want peacefulness. We don't want no drama. We don't want no negativity. You cannot be the good in the world and you cannot get better per se, like mental health wise or anything like that. You can't get better if it's always negative. If there's always drama, because drama causes stress causes anxiety, and it just causes all kinds of issues. There's no point in having drama when we're all grown and all that stuff. So it's just better just to just stay positive, leave the drama somewhere else, leave the negativity somewhere else, and just come enjoy yourself, have support, have encouragement, motivation, and learn a little bit about mental health if you need it. You don't have to have mental health to be in here, but if you do, that's great. If you don't, that's great. I mean, that's great too. I suffer with mental health. So, I mean, that's my main focus, is to help people with mental health. But I want to help everybody. I want this to be a positive channel for everybody. I want to be the good in the world. And that means everybody. Everybody. That's why I say everybody's welcome. I know there's certain people that people don't like and all that stuff. But they're not here for that. They're not here for John Smith's up here and Joe Smith's in the chat. That's not what you're here for. If you're here for that, then you're here for the wrong reason. You're supposed to be, I mean, this is my opinion. I don't want people getting upset at me, but this is my opinion. You are supposed to be here for, I mean, like to support me as a creator, in my content, just like any creator that you like, you're supporting them and what they provide and what they entertain, or whatever the information they are, or whatever they're providing, or, I'm talking about whatever that they offer. But, I can't do this without you guys. So like I said, we're kind of like a team, and so talking to myself kind of sucks. I mean, like, I know y'all are in chat, but still, what I mean? Like, I couldn't do this without you guys. So, but what I'm saying is, you can't being the good in the world. Like, we got to be the good in the world. We got to let people know it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to ask for help if you need it. Please, if you suffer with mental health, please get help. I am not a doctor. I'm not a counselor. I suffer with mental health on my own. Seriously, on my own, guys. As in, like, I'm on medication. I'm in counseling. But what I'm saying is, I don't really suffer it on my own, but I mean, I suffer with it on my own, if that makes sense, because I put my junk on the back burner just to be there for you guys. But I've always done that. It's not like, I mean, I'm not saying because nobody's offered to be there for me. I've always, because I'm not used to opening up per se about a lot of issues. You know what I mean? So it's very hard. I mean, I think I'll eventually get there, but it's very hard when all you've known is opening up to your mom and your husband, and that's it. Because everybody else has always, you know, belittled you, outcast you, shunned you, backstabbed you, treated you like crap. Um, what did I just go? Lord, I had a brain fart. Um, Lord have mercy. Like discouraged you, like everything. Like they just treated you like crap. I mean, they pulled the knife completely out of your back and just like slung it down. Like I'm not. Everybody's always been that way towards me, and I just think it's terrible. And I'm just trying to let people know that it's okay to be yourself. There's not going to be no judge-free zone. There's no judge here. There's no judgment here at all. Everybody is suffering with something. Everybody. It don't matter who you are. Like I said, last night, you could be a damn millionaire, a billionaire, and you still need positivity in your life. You still need support. You still need somebody there for you. All this is not going to matter to shit when you pass away, or when the world keeps getting worse and worse. Like it's not going to matter to anything. If you are not the good person, if you don't have a good support system or anything like that, you're going to be left alone. And I don't want I'm trying to be real with you guys, which I'm never lied to you guys, but I'm just saying I don't want anybody to ever feel that they're alone in this world. I'm just trying to say the importance of being good. If you're good, then people will follow, and you'll have an excellent support system. You'll have people, and they'll lead by example, and you will be the main example, if that makes sense. Like you're showing, well, okay, this person is a really good person. Look at their kindness. They just took their way, out of their way just to talk to me, just to be there for me. And they don't know me from Adam. They only know me from, we'll say, YouTube or Facebook or something. That's all they know me from. And they took time to be there for me because I didn't have nobody to talk to, or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying that as an example. Like it means a lot to people. It truly does, especially when you don't know what somebody's going through. So always be kind, and don't judge a book by its cover, because you really don't know what somebody's going through. You really honestly don't. You really honestly don't. And I think it's a sad world we live in, because people are constantly judging other people because that what they wear, because of what they look like, or because they got tattoos and piercings, or this or this or this. I think it is terrible that people want to treat people the way they treat people now, just because of what they look like on this side, not what they look like on this side. I think it's terrible. I mean, that's just my opinion, though. It's terrible. Like, don't judge a book by its cover, because you underneath that cover, that could be the best person in the world. I mean, you don't know. Nobody knows. I'm just saying, nobody knows. And always be kind. Because like I said, you might be that person. And I know y'all have heard me say this a lot. You might be that person's only voice. That person might be dealing with pure hell at home or wherever they're at. They might be dealing with pure hell, and you have no idea. And then if you ignore them, or you're not kind to them, well, they're going to remember that, and, it might make their day worse, and something bad might happen. Gosh, I hope not, but I'm just saying. And that possibility means that could be a possibility how true crimes happen. I'm not saying that it does. I'm not saying it don't. I mean, I'm not a psychic or nothing like that. I'm just saying that could be a possibility how certain true crimes happen, because of people's mindset. That they got discriminated against. That's what word I was thinking about. They got discriminated against. They got belittled. They got made fun of. They got bullied. They got this. They got that. All negativity, all bad things. And their mindset couldn't take it no more. And I'm not upholding them at all. I'm not upholding them at all. I'm just saying it like if somebody could just go out of their way and be nice to that person, or tell them, hey, I'll take you to the doctor, or hey, let's take you somewhere to get you, let's sit down and have a chit chat or something like that. Let's be there, let's be there for these people. Take 5 minutes out of your time. It's 5 minutes. Just sit down and talk to them, get to know somebody. Maybe their mindset will change, and it's a possibility. I mean, I'm not saying that it's going to, but it's a possibility. Maybe, just maybe these true crimes will slow down a little bit. I mean, like I said, it's worth a try. Just maybe. Instead of these missing babies, I'm just saying as an example, because we hear a lot of it, unfortunately. Maybe it won't happen. Or maybe it won't happen as much because people's mindsets are getting different, because people are actually being more kinder, if that makes sense. Hello, Miss Tutti Frutti. How are you, sweetheart? So good to see you, love. So good to see you. I seen that little beautiful baby girl of yours on Facebook. She's so beautiful. I think she looks like her mama. So pretty. But I'm just saying, just maybe, if we can make the world just a better place and we through all that bad and all that evil, just maybe we can make a difference. And maybe these mindsets of these people that are doing these terrible, awful things could possibly change. I'm not saying it will, but it could. It's worth a try. It's totally worth a try. You never know until you try. I'm just saying, be the good in the world. Be the good in the world, guys. I'm so sorry, Kristen, sweetheart. I'm so sorry, darling. I hate you have to go through that, sweetie. I'm so sorry, darling. Like I said, I hate that you had to go through that, honey. It's terrible. I don't know. I mean, all I can do is be there for each and every one of you guys and just show you guys how to be positive and try to, just give y'all some information, and then, just be there for you guys and give y'all some support and encouragement and positivity. And in return, like, a lot of people say, well, you don't realize how much of a help that it's been. Well, y'all don't realize how much of a help y'all have been to me too. And I appreciate everyone, you guys. I'm so thankful that y'all are here with me. I'm so blessed. My shirt says blessed. I'm so blessed. Everything happens for a reason. Y'all are here for a reason. More people are coming in here for a reason. Y'all telling other people about this channel, about our channel, is for a reason. I mean, like, I'm just saying, everything happens for a reason. And us being the good in the world is for a reason. Hello, Miss Tammy. You're good, sweetheart. I'm just in here yapping. I've went over all my information, so you might have to watch the replay, honey. But you're good. I have the StreamYard pulled up, but I'm probably getting ready to get off here in just a few minutes, because I just this was one, it wasn't really a surprise live. It was just a live. I come in here. I was talking about faith and humanity and just being the good in the world, being a change, and letting people know that it's okay to be them. But like I said, just maybe if we can just shed a little bit of kindness and be respectful. And I know that's easier said than done, because there is some cruel people in this world. Don't get that twisted. I know there is some cruel people, and we can try our very best to be nice to everybody, but not everybody will take our kindness. But we can at least try. We can at least try, guys. That's a good advice. We can at least try. And, if we can, that shows good on our part. If they don't accept it, it's not our fault. We at least tried, like I say, mental health wise. And, please, please, your life is precious. Please, if you do not, if you do not get help, then something bad would happen, and your life is precious. I don't even know, you know, like I said, I'm a little goldfish in a humongous bowl of fish, huge fish bowl of YouTube. And we'll eventually get bigger. I'm just saying I'm a little itty bitty goldfish in a humongous fish bowl. That's how I say it. Because YouTube's huge. So I'm just saying, So please, please, guys, if y'all suffer with any kind of, like if you're down in the dumps, or if you're hearing things, or if you're constantly crying, or if you're, thoughts of unaliving yourself or anything like that, I'm just saying, please go get help. Do not brush it under the rug, please, because your life is important. You are important and you matter. So please, please go get help. Even, go take your friend with you. Go take your family member with you. Go take your pastor. Just go take you somebody with you and go get you some help, please, because your life is precious. You matter. You are amazing. You are loved. I love everybody. When I wholeheartedly love everybody, I love everybody. I pray for everybody. I might not even met you yet. Or you might not even came into my stream yet, but I pray for each and every one of you guys. And I'm hoping and praying that y'all get the help that you most definitely need. And I'm not saying that, I'm not being desperate not at all. No, nobody, I'm not trying to sound desperate. I'm just saying, please, your life is very precious. Everybody's life is precious. So please get the help that you need. Do not brush your mental health or mental illness, or saying, well, there's nothing wrong with me, when in all reality there is something wrong with you. Just go talk to a doctor and they can help you. I know everybody hates going to the doctors, but sometimes, unfortunately, you have to get the help that you need. Or go talk to a counselor, or go talk to a preacher, or just talk to somebody and see what they think, and see what, I mean, like I said, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a doctor, I'm not nothing like that. I'm just somebody that suffers with mental health and trying to be the good in the world and trying to shed light and show positivity and just be there for people. That's all I am trying to do, guys. So please, please, I don't know how I could stress this enough. Everybody's life is important. So please don't think about unaliving yourself. If there's something going on with you, please seek medical advice. Or if you can't seek medical advice due to insurance purposes, or you just don't like doctors, or whatever the case may be, then go seek, like from a pastor or a preacher or a priest, or somebody, or a close friend, or a teacher, or whatever. Just go seek some kind of help and see what they say. Just seek some kind of advice, please, because your life is extremely important. There are people in your life that love you. You matter. So please, please, I'm just saying. I don't see it, honey. I don't see it. You probably sent it to my YouTube message. You sent it to my personal, honey. Because I don't see my YouTube messages a whole lot. Yes, that's what I said. Like, nobody should be alone. Nobody should be alone. I don't want people to ever feel like they're alone in this world, because I'm here for each and every one of you guys. No judgment, no hesitations, no questions asked. Just message me. It's that Nightbot is constantly showing my email, constantly showing my Facebook, my YouTube Facebook, constantly showing that there's ways to get in contact with me. Is you can always send me a message. I might not fully understand what you're going through, but I can be there for you. And I can, it's not showing up, honey. Let me see. Hold on just a second. I can be there for you and I can give you advice. Okay, honey. I see it's pictures. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because it didn't pop up on my phone. I can be there for you. I can give you advice. I've been there for several people. And like I said, it's not all about me. I'm not nothing special. I'm just me. And I just want to help. I just want to help you guys and being there for you and giving y'all advice and pulling up all this information. I know it's a lot of information, guys, but I'm doing it to benefit you guys. You know, I'm doing it to benefit you guys and to help you guys, you know. So, I mean, you know, so I mean, and I've been there for several people, and I won't say no names, and I won't say what we talk about because I'm not like that. I've been backstabbed so many times that it is terrible, and I would never ever do that. So anybody can send me a message, and I won't say a soul. I won't say it to anybody because I'm not like that. I'm not like that at all. If y'all need somebody to talk to, please reach out. Don't ever feel like that you are alone. Like I said, I've been there for several people in my YouTube. And like I said, I won't say no name because that's just something I won't do. And they keep on coming back to me and I'm not patting myself on the back or nothing like that, but they keep on coming back to me because, you know, I'm a woman of my word and I haven't said anything and I won't say anything. And they're very appreciative. So if you guys need somebody to talk to, I'm here for each and every one of you guys. No questions asked, no judging. I'll just sit, you know, if I don't fully understand what you're going through, I can still give you advice. I can still give you words of encouragement. I can still try to lift you up, you know. So, I mean, and that still makes a difference and it still makes you feel good, you know, even if it's just a few minutes, or you can always go back to that message and it lifts you up for the time being, or if you still suffering or whatever, you know. All right. Hold on just a second. Krista wants me to show y'all pictures of her whereabouts she lives at. Hello, Wild Angel, honey. Whereabouts she lives at. Hold on just a second. Or the area where she's at. Hold on just a second. This is the picture that Kristen sent me on Facebook, guys. That's what she sent me. Tammy Crime said, if you're taking any medicine, please read the side effects. This also can be some problem. I just helped someone. These things was real in her mind after looking at her medicine. It was side effects from it. Yes, definitely. I'm just saying, you know, please get some help because I am not a doctor, but please get some help. And the doctors could be able to help you. And if you do get medications, definitely, like as Tammy was saying, definitely read the side effects because not all medicine is good for everybody. You know what I mean? Like you could start the medicine and you could still have side effects from it. So definitely, you know, definitely talk to a doctor or anything like that. I'm not a doctor. I can't give you medical advice, but I can just give you advice from that. Definitely, every time I get any kind of medication, I always look at the side effects. Please, definitely look at them. Definitely. But this is this where you live at, honey, or do you live on top of that trailer park? You can't get anywhere from here on foot. Is this about where you live, or do you live on the top of, or do you live on the top of where you're taking the picture from? Where you're taking the picture from, is that where you live at? And you're just looking down? Oh, you live in this down here? You live in the park? Girl, you're in the middle of the desert. I don't see anybody other than this. I don't see, and maybe like a little bit over here. You don't see nothing over there. Nothing. You don't see nothing over there. Maybe like a little building back here and a little something right here, but you don't see anything. And what's the state that you live in, honey? Oh, that's you live in Arizona. Good Lord have mercy, honey. You live in the desert. Like in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. Wow. Wow. That's crazy, honey. That's so crazy. I mean, like you're in the desert. There's not, I mean, there's no shops. That's crazy. It's all little trees or whatever that is. I guess little trees. And it looks like, I guess this is like a little side road down here. Now, what's on this other side? Like, is there any houses on this other side where it's not photoed on this other side? Like, if you're pulling out of this road right here, I haven't either. That's why I'm like, what? It's so isolated. This is different. There's not really no mountain. There's distant mountains. I'm used to Tennessee or Virginia side. There's mountains on top of mountains, and they seem like they're close by. These mountains seem like they're massively far away, and there's no road. So you're at the end of the road, and there's a trailer park. Like there's no road back behind. There's nothing. Like wow, yeah, there's no way. And there's no shops close by you or nothing. That would drive me crazy. That would drive me crazy, girl. Like I don't see how you do it. I'm telling you, I'd go crazy. And how long have you lived there, girl? True Lord. Mm-mm-mm. And that's okay, where you pull out of the park right here, kind of like where my mouse is. Okay, what's when you pull out of the park? When you pull out of the park, what's out there? Just a road, that's it, and some more of these weeds or whatever it is. There's not no shops or nothing like that, or more houses this way. You know what I'm saying? If you turn the picture. I couldn't meet any of the neighbors. Yeah, like if you look, they're pretty. I mean, they're from the picture. I mean, they look close, but if you look real closely, they're still pretty spaced out, and they don't have no grass. Like you don't have no grass to mow. It looks like it's all dirt. So when you drive out of this road, it's just a road with these weed things or whatever. Wow. And what if you don't like your neighbors? Exactly. Lord have mercy. I'm telling you. And how long did you say you lived there, honey? God almighty, girl. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess there's a little road right here, maybe. And there's very few, maybe buildings, maybe trailers or something. And it looks like there's a road, like, right here where my mouse is. I might be wrong, but it looks like there's a little tiny dirt road right there where my mouse is showing. Like I said, I might be wrong, but just looking at it, it looks like it. I don't know. I don't know, guys. No clue. I don't know. About 15 years. Oh my gosh, girl. Oh my Lord. That's a long time. That's a long time. Well, I'm used to seeing trailer parks and you have grass around them and you have to mow your grass. Like y'all have dirt. I mean, it looks like dirt or sand or whatever. Wow. Crazy. That's just way too off the grid. I'd be like, do I really have an address? Like a physical address? Yeah. No offense, Kristen. I'm just saying, girl, you way out in the boomsticks. Wow. Crazy, honey. Lord have mercy. Have you talked to your hubby about moving or anything or no? Because it looks like it's awfully dry and it looks like that I'm sure it gets very hot there. Very hot. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't be I would have a hard time. If you go to places like that, it takes a week to learn how to breathe. There ain't no way. Ain't no way. Humidity whatever it's called, is it that bad? Humidity or whatever the word is. You know what I meant. Does he live in Arizona too, Kristen, honey? Does he live far from you, where you're at? Boomsticks, boondocks. Lord have mercy, honey. I'm so sorry. We don't have humidity because it's so hot. He lives about 45 minutes from us in the other side of town. Well, girl, I don't see a town. I mean, no offense, but I don't really see a town, honey. You in basically the middle of nowhere. Just saying. You're in the middle of nowhere, honey. No offense. Yes, lotion would be a need. Yeah, our skin would be all cracking and oh yeah, that would definitely, yes, exactly, Erica. No doubt. Exactly. Sorry guys, I didn't sleep very well last night because James come in there and this showing, and I'm telling you guys, James, he will come, he'll sleep in his bed and then get in our bed in the middle of the night. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretty, but I myself could not live there. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. The picture is pretty, but girl, it's in the middle of nowhere. Like you would think there would be another road behind your trailer park. Like it's beautiful. I've never seen anything like that. But like, wow. Like it's kind of like impressive, like wow, you know. But I did not get, like, I slept, but you know, like when you sleep and you know you didn't get a good night's sleep and you're still tired, because baby James suffers with ADHD and he actually has PTSD and he has in anxiety. I'm sorry. It is pretty. Don't get me wrong, it is pretty, and I feel for you. And I'm not like I I pray for you, honey. I'm so sorry. It's beautiful. Like, yes, it's very pretty. It's very pretty. It's just, girl, I don't. Shoo. That would drive me crazy not being close to stuff because I was born in Greenville, South Carolina, and that's city. So, and I live in Bristol, Virginia, and it's still city. So I'm not used to it being kind of secluded, I guess you could say. But yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night. Or, like I said, I slept. But you know, when you don't get enough sleep, and I guess your mind's still awake. But James, he'll come. He suffers with ADHD. He's got PTSD, and he has separation anxiety disorder. Like he has to be in everybody's sight. Like he just can't do it. But he'll come in and lay in the bed with me and Rebel, and he slings his arms and his legs, and he's all over the place, up and down the bed, all over the place. We wind up having a toe up my nose and hands all over. Like it's hard to sleep with that little boy. But and I know we can't help it, but it's just it's tiresome when you know you slept but you didn't sleep, if that makes sense. You know. Shoo. Yeah. Make sure you guys hit that like button if y'all haven't hit it. Thank you guys so much for coming in here. Let's get one more like before I jump off here. Make it an even 30. We got 29 likes and 21 watching. Let's make it an even 30 or more. But I won't be too, well, I lost one. Now we need 2 more likes. Y'all hit that like button for me, please, if y'all haven't hit it. Thank you guys so much for being in here. Thank you, Miss Tammy. Thank you, love. Thank you, sweetheart. Is that where you're originally from, Kristen? Is Arizona or no? Honey, we try, and he's still. It's because he has that separation anxiety, honey. He has to be close to us. He has to be close to someone all the time, and he's on medicine, but it's not helping him. He's on hydroxyzine, or as you know it, what it's hydroxyzine, but most of y'all probably know it as Vistaril. It's like a beefed up Benadryl, and it's not helping him. So I'm gonna have to get him back to the doctor. And he suffers with ADHD, and they're not giving him anything for ADHD right now. So his mind is still Mach 90, I guess you could say. He's real hyper, and he don't mean to be. But she said, I was born in CT and lived in Florida and Alabama. So you know, okay, so you're used to you know about the Florida and Alabama, so you're kind of used to the southern states. You know what we're talking about when, well, I mean, at least in the Alabama part. I've never been to Alabama, but I've seen, I guess you could say, pictures of mountains and stuff, you know. So what you live in is totally different than what I'm used to, you know. The city part, and you see the mountains in the distance, and it's, you know, a bunch of buildings and houses and stuff. I'd say that probably got her some, definitely getting used to it. Probably was definitely different. Oh, so you're about 2 hours or something like that away from me, D? Huh. You're in what, Kentucky? Is that where you live? Is that what state you live in? Criminal Med, honey? And I loved your video, by the way. I finally got to see it, and I loved it. It was so heartwarming. It brought tears to my eyes. It was so sweet, darling. Yeah, I was born in Greenville, South Carolina, and that's probably why I'm so darn Southern. A lot when I first moved here from South Carolina, um, I was 11, 10 or 11 years old when I first moved down here from South Carolina to Tennessee. They asked me what my name was, and I said Becca, and they said Bacon, and I was like, no, I was like Becca, but I had such a Southern accent, and I still do, and I can hear it. I have such a Southern accent that they thought I said bacon. They thought I said bacon. Yeah. When I moved from South Carolina to Tennessee. Yeah. Bless your heart, criminal man. I hope you're doing well now, darling. I love to see those recovering stories. I love to see the positive stories. I love them. Love them. So if anybody wants to send me anything, I love them. And if you want me to, I mean, it's totally up to you, sweetheart. But if one day if you want me to share that, you let me know, and and you just tell me when, and I will. If you don't want me to, that's fine. You just let me know. I won't share it unless you tell me to. Okay, honey? Because I'm not like that. I won't do it unless you tell me to. Our SGA folks are about like y'all Tennessee folks. Well, like I said, I was born in Greenville, South Carolina, and then I was basically raised in Tennessee. And Irwin is a little itty town about, I guess you could say, about 20 minutes from the North Carolina line. In Irwin, Erwin, Tennessee. And that's where I went to high school at. I lived there for about, let's see, my mom still lives there. So if I was still living there, I would be living there for like 26 years if I was still living there. I'm not living there anymore. But I think I lived there for about, I think about 7 or 8 years. And then when I turned 18, I was like, oh, can't do this no more. Too little of a town. And people knows your business is too little. I can't do the little town. No. Okay, criminal man, honey. I just wanted to make sure because I didn't want to share it without it being okay with you, honey. You know, I'm not like that. So I wanted to make sure it was okay with you before I decided to share it, because that's also a positivity and motivation and encouragement little video. So I would love to share it one day while you're in here, of course. You know, I wouldn't share it without you being in here, you know. But yeah, she has a great little video, guys. Great video. And I'll share it one day when Criminal Med is in here. It's about her story. Now, are you okay now, Criminal Med, honey? Are you doing good? Everything going good? Really, Kristen? I was right on the border of Alabama and Tennessee. So you was on, I'm trying to think what part of Tennessee. You was probably more like Nashville or Memphis or something like that, Tennessee. Kristen. Oh, bless your heart, honey. But are you doing okay, honey? Other than that, I'll keep you in my prayers. Like I say, I pray for all of you guys. I really honestly do. And like I told y'all before, you know, when I care and when I say I care about you guys and I worry about you guys and I love you guys, I honestly do. That's just how I am, you know. That's just how I am. I have the biggest heart in the world, and that's why I always get stomped on because a lot of people say, "Well, Becky, you're a nice person." I'm sorry, criminal mad honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sweetheart. But are you cancer free? And I ain't trying to be nosy, but what kind of cancer did you have, honey? Because I don't think it showed in the video. I don't think it did. Not that I'd seen. Well, that's great, honey. That's great. I said I'm so sorry. But I mean, like you have an amazing little video. Oh, bless your heart, sweetheart. But look at you. You're a survival girl. You strong, you positive. Look at you. You might still have some issues, but you're a survivor. You beat it, honey. Bless your heart, honey. Definitely. Yes, ma'am. You absolutely are. You got this. Much love, criminal mad, honey. Much love, darling. I hate that you are still going through some other issues, but the good Lord's got you. So, absolutely, sweetie. Absolutely. There's a bridge that separates Admore, Tennessee, and Admore, Alabama. Admore. No, I don't think I've ever heard that, Kristen. I don't think I've ever heard that, sweetheart. So you lived on the opposite side of Tennessee. Like I'm on the line. I'm in Bristol, Virginia, but I'm like literally Bristol, Virginia's right here. Bristol, Tennessee's right here. They're that close. Like driving wise, I can make it to Bristol, Tennessee in like 2 minutes. They're right, like they're twin cities or whatever. Bristol, Virginia, Bristol, Tennessee, right here, and I'm in Bristol, Virginia. That's why some people get confused. You're in Bristol, Tennessee. Well, I mean, I'm like 2 minutes, like driving wise, 2 minutes away. You know, 2 minutes away. Well, walking wise is a little bit different, but driving wise is literally 2 minutes. Oh, Lord. All right, guys. I'm going to get off here because my computer's acting wonky. I can see it. It's acting crazy. And I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming in here. I hate to go, but I don't want my computer to act crazy. Thank you guys so much for coming in here and support me. Remember the open panels tomorrow with the music, the bonfires tomorrow. I'm not really for sure on the time. I think it's between 7 and 8. I'll have Rebel do a Okay, sorry about, see what I mean? I told you guys. Anyway, I'll have Rebel do a short, or I'll do a short to let you guys know exactly what time the bonfire is. Get y'all's requests in. Actually, it's past the time, so I don't want to tell you guys. Sorry about that. Hopefully, y'all have y'all's requests in. Tomorrow is ladies' night, so y'all come over here and have a good time. And tomorrow night is open panel with Beachy co-host and karaoke. If y'all want to sing a song, please put it in or send it to my email, so I will have your song pulled up. If you want to sing a song tomorrow night on here on karaoke. But I love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. Virtual hugs. Thank you guys so much. I'm trying to get off here real fast before it goes crazy again. Thank you guys so much for being in here. It means so much to me. Remember, lift each other up, be there for one another, and support one another. Be the good in the world and let people know about our channel, guys. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow on here at 10:30. And like I said, at the bonfire, I think it's between 7 and 8, guys. I think it might be between 7:30, something along there. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming in here. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful night. And let me get over to my page. Love y'all. Peace.